Hello students, in this video we are going to study next concept, that is proportion. Here, if the ratios between quantity A and quantity B is equal to the ratio between quantity C and quantity D, then four quantities A, B, C and D are said to be in proportion. Means the ratio between A and B and C and D, if they are equal, then that four quantities are said to be in proportion. And proportion is denoted by the signs, either this sign or equal to sign. Let's see one example here. 4, 16, 5 and 20 are in proportion. Now whether these all four quantities are in proportion or not, that we are going to check. Now here this 4 and 16 we will consider as A and B, and 5 and 20 we will consider as C and D. Okay, now these all four quantities are in proportion or not, that we are going to check. Now how to check this one? We know that here this 4 and 16 are divisible by 4, therefore 4 ones are 4 and 4 fours are 16. As here 5 ones are 5 and 5 fours are 20. Now here see, both the numbers are same only, both the ratios 1:4 as 1:4, both the ratios are equal, therefore they are in proportion. As well as you remember that how to read this, okay, that is 4:16 as this symbol can be read as 5:20. How? 4:16 as 4:20. As well as students, you remember this also, that this 4:16 as 5:20 we can write as 4:16 is equal to 5:20. If they are in proportion only, here equal to sign will come. Okay, and in these four terms, students, remember that this second term means B term and third term, that is C term, this second and third terms are called as middle terms. Okay, and this first term and last term means A and D. Okay, this first and last terms are called as extreme terms. As well as you remember that the product of middle terms is always equal to the product of extreme terms. Here you can see 16 5s are 80 and 20 4s are 80. So here one thing you remember that, students, if product of middle terms is equal to the product of extreme terms, then also we can say that four terms are in proportion. Now let's solve some questions from exercise 12.2. First question, determine the following are in proportion. Now here we are going to check in these examples that whether these given numbers are in proportion or not. Students, remember that out of that four terms, first two terms we have to take as the first ratio. Okay, therefore 15 and 45 we can write as 15:45. Now this 15:45 means what? 15 upon 45. Now here see, both the number are divisible by 15. Therefore here we can see that 15 ones are 15 and 15 threes are 45. Therefore we got here answer 1/3. That is equal to, numerator always we are writing as the first term of the ratio and denominator second term. Therefore 1/3 means 1:3. In the same way, next two terms will take 40 and 120. Therefore 40:120 is equal to 40 upon 120. Here 0 got cancelled, then 4 ones are 4. 4 3s are 12. Again 1/3 only we got, and that 1/3 we can write as 1:3. Therefore here we can see both the ratios are equal. Hence we can say that they are in proportion. Since 15:45 is equal to 40:120, therefore 15, 45, 40 and 120 are in proportion. Let's see one more example. 33, 121, 9 and 96. Now whether they are in proportion or not, that we are going to check. Now take first two terms, 33 and 121. Therefore 33:121, that is equal to 33 upon 121. Now here you can see these both numbers are divisible by 11. So 11 3s are 33 and 11 11s are 121. So we got fraction here 3 upon 11. That is 3:11. Now next two numbers, see, 9 and 96. 9:96 is equal to 9 upon 96. Now here both numbers are divisible by 3. So 3 3s are 9 and here 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 32 we got. So fraction we got 3 upon 32, that is 3:32. Now here we can see both the ratios are different. Yes or no? Therefore they are not in proportion. Since 33:121 is not equal to 9:96, therefore 33, 121, 9, 96 are not in proportion. Therefore they are not in proportion. Next question is, write true or false against each of the following statements. Now here it is given that they are in proportion. Now whether they are in proportion or not, that we are going to check. If they are in proportion, we can say it is true, or we will say it is false. Now we have take first two terms, means first ratio, that is 16:24, that is can be written as 16/24. Now here see, this 16 and 24 are divisible by 8. Therefore 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24. Therefore ratio we got 2:3. Then next we can see here, next two terms, 20:30, that also we taken 20/30. Now here 0 0 got cancelled, only 2/3 remain, 2/3. Now that we can write as 2:3. Now here we can see both the ratios are same. If both the ratios are same means what? This one is true, means they are in proportion. That is why it is written in this way. Therefore hence it is true. See one more example here, 0.9:0.36 as 10:4. Now whether they are in proportion or not, that we are going to check. Here first two terms we are going to take 0.9:0.36. Now here see students, these two numbers are in decimal form, right? So we are going to convert them into the whole number. How we can convert them? So here see, the maximum number of digits in the decimal part is 2. So what we are going to do here, we are going to multiply these both numbers with 100. Okay, so when we will multiply both numerator and denominator with 100, we will get its equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction means what? Their value will remain same. Only here decimal point will be not there. Therefore 0.9 into 100, it will become 90. That after 2 digits, that decimal point will get shifted towards right hand side. And here also same like that, only it will become 36. Now here see, both the numbers are divisible by 18. So 18 5s are 90 and 18 2s are 36. Therefore we got here ratio of 5:2. Now take next two terms, that is 10:4. Therefore 10:4 is equal to 10/4. Now here both the numbers are divisible by 2. Therefore 2 5s are 10 and 2 2s are 4. Therefore this ratio is also 5:2. Now here we can see this ratio also 5:2. This one is also 5:2. Means they are in proportion. Both the ratios are same means what? They are in proportion. Hence it is true. See next question. Are the following statements true? Now here it is given that 40% is to 200%. This is first ratio is equal to rupees 15 is to rupees 75. This is second ratio. They are saying that whether it is true or not, that we have to check. Okay. Now here 40% is to 200% is equal to 40/200. As here how we are cancelling this 0 and this 0, in the same way persons also will get cancelled. Now here see, 4 1s are 4, 4 5s are 20. So 1:5 will be the first ratio. In the same way take next ratio, that is rupees 15 is to rupees 75. Okay. Now therefore here 15/75, rupees will get cancelled again. Now here see, 15 1s are 15, 15 5s are 75. Now again next ratio also we got 1:5 only. So both the ratios are same here. Hence it is true. This statement is true. Since 40% is to 200% is equal to rupees 15 is to rupees 75. Hence the statement is true. See one more example here, 7.5 liters is to 15 liters is equal to 5 kilogram is to 15 kilogram. Now we are going to check whether that two ratios are equal or not. Here see, first is 7.5 liters is to 15 liters. Now write down this 7.5/15 as it is. Now liters will get cancelled. Now here see, we have in this number one decimal point. So that we are going to remove by finding its equivalent fraction by multiplying with 10 now here. Here only one digit is there in the decimal part. So I am going to multiply this number with 10. Okay. So it will become 75. Now I multiply numerator by 10, multiply denominator also by 10. Therefore 15 into 10, it will become 150. Now 75/150 is equal to 7.5/15 only. But numbers are different, but values are same only, as we find out its equivalent fraction. Now reduce this fraction to its lowest term. Here we can see 75 1s are 75, 75 2s are 150. 1/2 will get answer, that is 1:2. In the same way, second ratio we can take 5:15, that is 5 kilogram is to 15 kilogram. We can write as 5/15. Kilogram will get cancelled here. Then 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15. That is 1:3. Second ratio is 1:3. Now here this second ratio and first ratio are different. Therefore we can say that statement is not true. Since 7.5 liters is to 15 liters is not equal to 5 kilogram is to 15 kilogram, therefore the statement is not true. Now next question is, determine if the following ratios form a proportion. Also write the middle terms and extreme terms where the ratio form a proportion. Now here see, given terms are 2 kilogram is to 80 kilogram and 25 gram is to 625 gram. Now here take first two terms as first ratio. 2 kilogram is to 80 kilogram, that is 2 upon 80. Now here we can see 2 ones are 2 and 2 40s are 80. So first ratio we got as 1 is to 40. Now next two terms will take 25 gram is to 625 gram. Okay, that is equal to 25 upon 625. Now here see 25 ones are 25, 25s are 625. So here we got ratio 1 is to 25. Now here we can see both the ratios are different. Therefore, they are not in proportion. Here 2 kilogram is to 80 kilogram is not equal to 25 gram is to 625 gram. Therefore, they are not in proportion. See one more example here. 39 liters is to 65 liters and 6 bottles is to 10 bottles. Now first take first ratio, that is 39 liters is to 65 liters. That is 39 upon 65. Now here see both the numbers are divisible by 13. So therefore 13 3s are 39 and 13 5s are 65. So first ratio we got as 3 is to 5. Now second ratio, 6 bottles is to 10 bottles. That is, now here see 6 upon 10. Now here both the numbers are divisible by 2. 2 3s are 6 and 2 5s are 10. Now next ratio also we got as 3 is to 5. So here we can see these both the ratios are equal. Hence we can say they are in proportion. Yes or no? Therefore, since the ratios are equal, therefore these are in proportion. Middle terms are, now here see I already told that second and third terms are middle terms. Okay, therefore 65 liters and 6 bottles are middle terms, and first term and last term, that is 39 liters and 10 bottles are the extreme terms. I hope you understood this concept. Thank you students and have a nice day.